Yes, guys, welcome back to tonight's live stream. I thought I would just drop on yesterday and thought, you know what? We should go live to start the year because this channel is powered by you, the viewers. And I want to go through as many questions as I can down here. And I just want to hear what you need help with. I'll try as best I can this evening on the live stream to help you, give you some tips, give you some hints. But from this live stream, I'm going to go through the comments afterwards and take out some of the comments and go, right, okay, can I give you more advice on this in an in-depth video that will go up here on YouTube? So if you've not already, make sure you are subscribed, turn on the bell as well, because you don't want to miss your comment, right? If I'm answering and giving you your advice, then you want to make sure that you are commenting and you are subscribing to the channel. Guys, let me know you're watching here. Give me a hello let me know where you're watching from. I would love to hear exactly where you are watching from. Guys, I'm just trying to double check why I can't see the stream. Give me 2 seconds. Usually I can see the stream and we have suddenly just lost the stream. Give me 2 seconds. Few little technical difficulties here. I will be back with you. You can probably see me, but I can't see the comments. So give me a second here. So guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to work out what has happened to my live stream. I think you guys can watch me, but I can't seem to see everything. But in a second, I should have it back. I'm being told. Give me 2 seconds. So guys, let me know if you are watching. It would be great for you just to get down in the comments. I love it when you guys let me know if you are enjoying all of these videos. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties here, guys. Give me 2 seconds while I sort this out. So guys, yes, I can see all your comments coming down here in the live stream. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'm going to go through as many of these comments as I can. If you are enjoying this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and let me know. So guys, let's go through these from the top. We got one from David, Jacob, Les, Simon, James, Richard, Flankerjack saying hello. All you guys, welcome to the live stream. It's going to be so good to have you on here tonight. We're going to start off here at the top. Now, for some reason, I can't see myself right now. Usually I can see myself and we can go through this, but you know what? We'll go through this anyway. So we're going through David Chapman's question here. And David said, do you think they'll ever come up with a 3-in-1 driver? I believe they'd make a killing financially of this idea. So I'm guessing that you mean like maybe a driver that you can turn into a 3-wood or a 5-wood. I really don't think they will ever create a 3-in-1 driver, purely and simply because the driver is made for that specific task in hand. So the size of the driver, the ideas behind it in terms of where the CG is, in terms of the makeup, in terms of the chassis, in terms of the shaft length, everything that is made for that driver or a driver or any brand is done specifically with the idea that the ball is going to be teed up. Like it wouldn't work if you teed it a bit lower. So the idea of a 3-in-1 driver, I don't think that would ever happen. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the question. So hopefully that helps. Jacob said, please help me with the takeaway. I'm totally confused. Does the club go back? Does the club go back and up? Also explain shoulder tilt. So there are a few things we need to cover off here because the takeaway I'm going to say is really, really confusing. And I think a lot of people get it wrong. Now, I want you to think about it this way. If you kept your arm and you kept the middle of your wrist and the middle of your chest the same distance apart, it would work back to start with. But if you kept that same distance, it would then start to work around. So if you keep the club working straight back, there has to be some disconnection at some point. So the easiest way to think about the backswing in general is if I said to you, keep your hands and the middle of your chest the same distance throughout, you would have to start working the wrists up and the club work more around. That's simply how it would work. And I promise you, keep that whole idea with the backswing, Jacob, of keeping the middle of the hands the same distance from the middle of the chest. And as your hands pass hip height, we start to point those thumbs upwards. I think a lot of people make it far too complicated. And you might think, well, Alex, that's just really, really simple. Well, 100%, guys. We want to keep it as simple as possible. That's what everything we need to do. If we want to play good golf this year, we've got to keep our golf swing as simple as possible. Okay. So, Jacob, I hope that helps you. Guys, if you're just joining me, let me know if you've got any questions about your game. Let me know where you're watching from. It's great to have you as part of this. You can see Chris has just said, would you ever do a video where you play 18 holes? Chris, I have got another YouTube channel called How Good Golf. On that YouTube channel, I test product, I play golf. So for sure, I will do that. I'm going to put it on my other channel just simply because I want to keep this as your home of simple golf tips, right? Where you come to dial in your game and get everything right. That is what I want you to think of this channel as. So the reason why I haven't posted it on here is simply because of that. Hi, Eric. Eric is one of the Saturday Club members. Welcome to the live stream, Eric. And he said he's watching from North Carolina. Been sick the last few days and done my best to keep up with your super videos. Eric, I hope you feel better soon. So we're going to go through as many. Chris, welcome to the channel and thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. And that's why I have done that giveaway tonight. If you've not watched it, you want to get your hands on the brand new Paradigm AI Smoke driver, fairway wood, and hybrid. Yes, all three, brand new. I'll tell you at the end of this video exactly how you can get hands on this. It's huge, guys. One of the conditions is you have to share this video. So you may as well start by doing that now on any social media platform. It is worth an entry, but I'll tell you how you can get in with this. So let's ask the question here, right at the top of the comments, guys. If you scroll to the top, how do I stop swaying and standing up? How do you stop swaying? Now, isn't it really interesting that sway and standing up tend to be sort of correlated? Now, I'm going to give you, Les, a few points here because I feel it's not just a one simple answer. Sometimes if we have weak glutes, tight hamstrings, these things contribute to you standing up. And no matter how many drills you do, like, it might not work out. But what I would say is there's a few drills that I would do at home. And Les, I promise you, you guys could do this now. And I'm telling you now, you could do this. Get into goal posture, just away from the wall. Put your bum up against the wall, but only just touching, right? Then once you're in goal posture, put your arms across your chest. Make some swings where in the back swing, you feel your back right pocket hit the wall. And as you start down, you get your tailbone to hit and then your left pocket to touch the wall. Do it really slowly. And essentially, the idea is keep your bum in contact with the wall. Because keeping your bum in contact with the wall will mean you've kept in posture throughout. I promise you, like, it might sound a really simple drill again, but that for a fact will give you the sensation of staying in posture, not swaying, okay, and not standing up. Because if you stand up, you'll come off the wall. If you sway, you will feel your bum move along the wall, not into the wall. I'm going to put as much pressure into that as possible. And that is a great way you can start working on your game at home. Now, one thing that I say to all my students when they come down to a lesson with me is give it time. Don't just do the drill once and expect it to work. We've got to be doing these drills and really slowly bringing them into your game. And they will come into your game. But just take a little bit of patience. Take a little bit of time. And with that, it will come into your game. You will see differences and you will see improvements in your game. So really think about what I'm saying there. Maybe do it sort of 3 or 4 days in a row, Les, where you get a real good sensation of this. Guys, welcome to the live stream. If you're just joining, we are going to go through as many questions as we can. I'm going to try and go down this list. There were so many. Thank you so much for all the questions. If I don't answer them here, I'm going through this list afterwards if you've just joined, and I'm picking some of these comments out, and I'll be making in-depth YouTube videos on this to help you directly. So if you've not already, subscribe, turn the bell, because you won't want to miss your question being answered. So Granny Grumpy said, any new irons from Cobra this year? Granny, yes, there are some new irons. I won't be playing them. Well, I don't say that I won't be playing them. I'm going to get fitted. Now I'm independent of any brand. I'm able to try anything. And with that, I'm going to test a few different irons and potentially throw some Mizunos in there, some pings in there. There's so much new gear coming out in the next 3 weeks. It is crazy. I can't tell you. All the major brands are releasing drivers, and there's some stiff competition, I have to say, guys. Some stiff competition. Okay, let's go through some of these comments here. We went through Les's all about swaying and standing up. Key one. So Simon H said this. And see if you can relate to this, guys. Like, I know, like, I'm answering these questions, but they probably relate to a lot of you. I really struggle with my 3-wood off the deck. Any basic tips I can take out with me on a Saturday? Simon, these are the kind of questions that I love here on the channel because I want to just help you have some fun. I don't want you to be drilling and thinking about your golf swing and getting all confused. The whole idea of this channel is to make you enjoy your golf more, and enjoying your golf more is just hitting the golf ball better. So, Simon, let's talk woods. Now, I've actually got a driver here, but let's take this as a 3-wood, for example, right? Say this is the golf ball. Okay. Now, if we're hitting a 3-wood off the deck, we tend to sort of swoop away a little bit too much. We try and lift it. I want you to treat your 3-wood or 5-wood, whatever fairway wood it is, like an iron. Now, let me explain. Not quite like hitting down so much, but say my fist is the golf ball. I want you to think an inch ahead, you're going to be getting the golf ball and then bruising that ground. Don't try and pick it and lift it. The technology in that head will really help you. Now, I know this is much bigger, but think of this as a 3-wood size. It's got center of gravity low and far back. That alone will help you get the ball in the air. And that's what the club is designed to do. So have the idea of getting the ball, then bruising the ground for an inch after the ball. That is the way you've got to think about this. And if you do think about it that way, I promise you, Simon, that's just a little trick you can take to the golf course. I would also accompany that with moving the ball back slightly in your stance. And I say back, I don't mean back of middle. People that tend to hit fairway woods fat or thin or topped have the ball too far forward. We're going up too much too quick. So just move it back from where it is right now. So if it's inside your left heel, move it back to a club head inside your left heel. And ideally, a club head inside your left heel is the perfect spot. Guys, welcome to the live stream. If you're just joining us right now, I'm going through as many questions as I can here. If you are enjoying this video, please do hit the thumbs up button. It really does help me, and I really do appreciate all your support, guys. It is overwhelming, the support. It's so good to have so many of you here on the channel, and I really do hope I am like helping you play your best golf, and I just not even play your best golf. I just hopefully hope I'm helping you enjoy your golf more than you were previously. That's just the whole idea of this channel. So let's go through as many of these questions as we can. We've just done Simon's all about 3-woods, and I'm guessing they're sort of topped and thin, so we've addressed that. James said, can you please explain the wrist position that should be an impact? Now, James, there's a few different ways you've got to think about this. And one of the biggest things that I think people get wrong is that we tend to try and feel like we stab the wrist into the ball. Now, we all see that iconic position at impact, right? Where we get the left wrist with this sort of extension and this sort of cupping of our trail wrist, right? Like this. I'm right-handed. Now, a lot of us try and create that. Now, that is happening for a very specific moment in time. But if you look to my wrist, this is how they worked. They're here, they work to target, and then they work over. I'm not keeping them flat and flat and flat. Absolutely not. I am keeping them, I'm working them in and then over. Now, for that very specific point of time at impact, they do look like this, but then it goes away. Don't be fooled by trying to keep that and hold that. Work on your ball flight. And what I mean by ball flight is, does the ball do what you want it to do? And if it does, and the answer to that question is yes, ultimately, that's all we can hope for, isn't it? Now, as they work into impact, I imagine this. I imagine I'm throwing a frisbee out the back of my lead hand. So you're going to throw a frisbee. That's essentially how your wrists work in the golf swing. And James, I really hope that's simple for you to think about. So grab a frisbee, a feeling, and throw it at the back of the hand like that. It's not stab. It's like that, and then it releases over. See how I'm working it like there? So don't think of it impact. Think of it from hip height on the way down to hip height on the way through. And that's really, really essential. So guys, let's go through the next question here. Richard Farney said, love the site. It has helped me go from a 21 handicap to 13 handicap in 2 years. My goal this year is single digits. Richard, that is so good to hear. Honestly, like, it makes me want to cry. Like, honestly, this is why I made the channel, to help as many people as I can enjoy their golf more. And you doing that, Richard, let me know, has made my day, because that is class. Now, Richard, I'd love to know what you feel you need to do in order to get to those single figures. Is it drive it longer? Is it better chipping? Is it better putting? Is it better short game in general? Getting out of bunkers? I often find like many people like forget short game. So I would sort of point you down that route. Flanker Jack said, hello there. James said, any tips? I was always hooking my irons. So Javier. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Guys, if you're just joining the channel now, welcome. We're going to go through as many of these questions as I can. I've seen these from Paul Grove, Johnny, Viking Baggins, Johnny Bailey, DJ C Trust, Robert Cropshire, Mag, Robert Sancher, Julian Roberts, Sam Hill. We're going to be coming to these questions, guys. So if you are still watching, stay on the channel. I will be answering these questions. It's so good to have so many of you on here. Now, where was I? I was all the way up here. Wow, guys, thanks so many questions here. Right, let's go down a little bit. I lost where I was. There we go. Any tips for hooking irons? Now, I tend to see people that hook their irons. It's because their club face is very closed during the backswing. And then we tend to get some release pattern on it, and it tends to get too closed. So what I want you to think about here, if you're hooking your irons, or if they're just going generally low, check the grip. We don't want to see more than 2.5 knuckles on that glove hand. And also, check that club face is at 90 degrees to that ball to target line down at address. Because if it's slightly closed at address, then we're already onto a loser. So make sure it's nice and square. You could use the square edge of a range mat just to sort of see if it is square. That's a great trick that a lot of golfers should be doing. Just check it there, get it square. And then from that takeaway, try and really feel as that loft of the club doesn't point towards the ground. Halfway back, try and feel the club, if you're hooking, a little bit more toe up rather than toe over. So not toe over, a little bit more toe up, okay? Wonder if I've got an iron here. I do. Just like Blue Peter, we had one earlier. So if you're hooking, you might be taking the club away on the takeaway like this a little bit too much. We want to make sure it's a little bit more in that position. At the top of the backswing, we're going to be creating that position where our left wrist and club face are matching. We don't have our loft all the way spun and tilted to the sky. That's a killer. And then if you release it from there, that'll be one of the big reasons why you start hooking the golf ball. Like, we've got to stay away from that. So guys, let's go through these questions. Hopefully that helps you if you're hooking the golf ball. A lot of people saying hello from Warsaw, hello from the USA, from Title, from David, looking for a practice planted schedule. I would say, David, do some drills at home. Short game over the winter months, and a little bit of drilling the long game. But what I would focus on, if you're not working on any sort of specific move or technique, let's really dial in and focus on, right? And focus on performing. So setting some drills, setting some fairways, setting some widths to hit into. So setting some greens down at the range. So I've got to hit that gap, and that's what I really focus on. So, from Edward from Washington, Steve Williams from Albany, Kansas City, Missouri, from Norway. Thanks for all your content, David Gleason. James said, I'm watching from Franklin with Wilkinson. Brandon McCaw said he's watching from South Carolina. God, guys, there's so many of you from America. It's so class to see. Andrew Wilson from Sheffield. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Alex Olson from Washington, USA. Watching from my bed and Centenary in the background. Guys, Century in the background, welcome to the live stream. If you are watching the golf right now, I'm not even watching it. How are people getting on? Let me know. By the way, what do we think of Scotty Scheffler's beard? Mad to see that, isn't it? Mad to see that. I know it's only a beard, but it still looks a little bit weird. Tom Martin from Vancouver. Amazing to have you on here, Tom. Richard Torquay. While my fairway woods ball flight so low, very low. Okay, Richie, let's answer this because I sort of alluded to this earlier. If you're hitting it a little bit low, it could become up a little bit thin. I would also, and I say this, I know I don't want to make you buy anything and cost you any money. If you are using a fairway wood that has adjustable loft, I would really think about lofting it up. Now, just think about it this way. A lot of people, when I get them to loft their 3-wood up to like a 4-wood, they start hitting it further than they did before because there's sort of a trade-off. Sometimes it takes off too low and we don't get enough launch to the 3-wood, so it's quite a low flat flight. We need to get it a little bit more launched up. So I would say first thing is if it's adjustable driver, Richie, loft it up, but also check the ball position. Even though moving it back in your stance might feel you're going to hit it lower, you might get a more centered hit doing it, create more spin, more ball speed, more flight. And that's why I would actually have a look at the ball position too, okay? Really key that. James said, evening from Rakoda, New USA. Flanker Jack, biggest issue I have is when within 100 yards, I can't hit well because I'm thinking of an aiming point, but I can't translate that to driver or low or longer clubs. Okay, so he hits it when he hits. Biggest issue is when I get within 100 yards. I can't hit it well because I'm thinking of my aiming point. Okay. So I always think this, right? When we're going wrong with inside 100 yards, it's because we're trying to stand to it and hit it like we would a long shot. So think about these things logically, guys. And if you are just joining, don't forget, I won't go through as many of these questions as I can. Like, I appreciate we might not get through them all, but I'm going to go through all these questions after the live stream is finished. And any questions that you popped in there, I'm here to help you play your best golf. That's the whole idea of this channel. So I will be going in the comments, putting them in the YouTube videos and creating in-depth videos to help you improve and dial in your game. Okay. I promise you that. So, where were we? Let's go back to this. We were going about short clubs. So I was saying this, right? A few things you got to do when you're inside 100 yards. If you're not doing them, it's costing you. Let's grip more down the club. Think about it. Inside 100 yards, we're looking for control, aren't we? We're not looking to blast it. We don't need to blast it. We're looking for control. So let's grip in the middle of this golf club where we've got even grip, top and bottom. Okay, that's where I want you to grip. And that's really, really key that we get that. Other things, narrower stance, close to the golf ball, weight always on your lead side. It's just got to stay there and keep it there throughout the backswing. And then it might move even more onto that lead side on the follow through. But keeping your weight on that lead side really helps you control that low point. Anytime in such a short shot, it's moving back and forth, it will be really, really hard for you to get that right. I promise you that. Really, really hard for you to get that right. Okay, guys, let's go through some more of these questions right here. Watching from Buenos Aires, LM, Argentina. That is class to hear. Oh my God, that's amazing. Class. Welcome, LM. Good day. Meant to email you. This is from Aiden Hung. Magic elbow, right elbow move. Changed my game. Went to consistently hitting 90-ish, now down to 82, 83. Brilliant man, all the way from Australia. So good to hear. Honestly, that's so class to hear. Ian Davidson, all done. Hello from Poland. We have snow, so only golf simulator for now. Oh, Ian, when do you lose the snow in Poland? Hopefully soon. I don't think it will be. It's sort of, I guess, in March, April time, maybe even May. Golf season, I bet, is quite short for you, which is, yeah, I mean, it seems short at the minute. Our golf course is closed where I am at Mottram Hall. It's so bad, the weather right now. Guys, thanks so much for all these. Johnny Bailey saying watch from Mississippi. Andy Pugh. Got DJ Kirkos. All these questions, guys, if you're just popping them in now, I'm going to come to you. So don't worry. We are going to go through as many of these questions as I can. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying this video, please hit the thumbs up button. I'm going to tell you how you can get your hands on that Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke. Not just driver, but fairway wood and hybrid too. towards the end of this live stream. So make sure you are sticking to this live stream. And one of the criteria will be to share this video. It's worth 5 extra points wherever you share, whatever platform, share it there right now. And this will count as part of your entry. Right. Okay. Let's go back to these questions. Where were we up to? So many. Here we go. So Robster230 said, "Hi Alex from Bracknell. Not very glamorous, I know. Enjoyed your smoke review. Was it stressful releasing a video at a set embargo at the time as other creators?" For sure, Rob. Like, it's so competitive, isn't it? So many different creators doing reviews at that time. I guess what I'm trying to do is just put my honest opinion on it and not fluff it up in every way. Just do what it says on the tin. So just make it almost like I'm your mate, right? Giving you a little bit of advice about a new product. That's not what you think about it, Rob. But yeah, definitely stressful. Definitely stressful. A lot of hard work. But you know what? I love it. And that's why I'm sat here now talking to you guys, because I really want to help you play your best golf and dial in your game ready for the season, whether that be with tech, whether it be equipment, whether it be breaking news, whatever that might be. I just want to help you play your best golf, right? That is my sole aim of this channel. Okay, let's go for another question here. Jeff from Colorado, amazing. Richard Frowny from Georgia. Here we go. Rugger Boy said, "Do you have to have a high swing speed for an LS driver? I tend to spin the ball way too high on a normal driver, but I have a swing speed of only around 97. So, Rugger Boy, like 97 miles an hour, it's not to be sniffed at. Honestly, don't do yourself out of that. That's good. That's really good. And the honest answer to that question is no. But the reason why the LS model tends to suit high swing speed players is because of the smaller head and the CG, the center of gravity of the head. That's an eye, Alex. That's a driver. The center of gravity of the head is pushed a little bit further forward, lowers that CG. Now, what we have to think about here is you might be creating lots of spin because you might be coming into the ball with a very open face, adding loft and swiping across that golf ball. So first thing I would do is have a look at what you're doing in impact, right? That could be one of the big reasons. What number you need to know is what is your angle of attack and what is your dynamic loft. So are you hitting down and opening that face? Because if you are, we'll be spinning that golf ball lots. So Rugger Boy, I would really look at that before even going buying anything, because if you had a low spin driver, all you'll do is just become less accurate. I know you might feel like you spin it less, but you could be spinning it more because of the technique you're using as opposed to the driver. Driver has a lot to do with it, and you can get fitted for a driver for your swing. I'm not saying that, but just have a look at that first. I would have a look at that, honestly. That's where I would go with that first. I mean, if you want to get a new driver, go and get a new driver, but I would say have a look at something else first. Maybe have a look at the technique. You want to be sort of hitting up with lowering the loft of our club. So instead of it coming in this way, I want it to be feel like it's going over the ball this way, like that. So that's my club face. That's how I want you to think about it working, right? That's how I want you to go, Rugger Boy. Okay, so Mike from Pennsylvania, Frank Jack from Las Vegas. I've been watching your videos, Viking Baggins. Great to hear. Been watching your videos and using your tips for a while. Thank you so much, Ian Davidson. James M. Snowing now. Course reopens end of April. Oh my God, that's torture, James M. End of April. Blooming heck, that's miles away. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It'll come around soon. I promise you. It'll be here before you know it. I promise you. Viking Baggins watching from Norway. Mike Bones, love watching your videos. Thank you so much, Mike. Mike was watching from in the snow from Warsaw. Michael from Leicester. Michael, thank you so much for watching. Watching from Ashford in Kent. That is Mark. Richard Todd. Evening, Alex. How can I get better strike with my irons in the winter? From Doncaster, age 56 and 15 handicap. Well, I hope, Richard, your course is open. But what I would look at, right, the thing is with irons, when people don't strike their irons, we don't tend to hit down enough and take loft off the club. Okay. So first thing I would do is get good at hitting a punch shot. This might sound crazy, but when we hit a punch shot, we tend to move the club in a better way. Hands tend to be slightly ahead and we hit down better. So, Richard, I would be really this winter practice hitting 3/4 shots, punch shots with every single one of your irons, because you're going to be training a better impact. And practice that little half to 3/4 follow through, sort of like Tommy Fleetwood style. I promise you that'll be one of the best things you could do. Robert McCupshirt saying hello from Pennsylvania. Brandon McCullen said, just watch your best hybrid video, and I have the Cleveland one you recommended. Love that thing. Awesome. Validation to see you mention it. Brandon, thank you so much. Hopefully you really enjoy the videos. It's great to see that you're watching them on the How Good Golf channel as well. So Alan said, I'm interested in gaining club head speed for a 71-year-old. So Alan, what I would really think about here is, right, we've got to think about how we're releasing that club. Like, as we get older, the body doesn't do as much. So think about creating a swoosh. What I mean by swoosh is, think about a release of a tennis racket. The arms and the body work over, right? We do a bit of this. Don't try and guide that club. The key thing that I would say is, for most older people, to increase the club head speed, try and feel on the way through. The butt end of the club, so this end right here, points all the way to target. So my target was there. I'll be swinging through and pointing all the way to target. That's exactly how I would do it. Nothing more complicated, just something as simple as that. Josh said, hey Alex, wondering, where does the club head speed in the swing come from? I would say, if you mean my swing in general, like, I would say rhythm. Okay. I would say starting from the ground up in the downswing. But I'll be honest, this is nothing that I really think of. Like, I've been lucky enough to play golf since I was very, very young, and I think that has like massive advantages. And I'm not going to say it's natural, because that sounds a stupid comment to make, but my club head speed for me comes very much from my lower half and my upper half. Like, I would say my swing is quite body, as opposed, some people might create speed with their arms. But I feel like some of the work that I've done years ago has really put me in a spot where that sort of creates my speed. But you can create speed in different ways. Colin Wallace here from, hi Alex, I am from Musselburgh. What a part of the country that is. Scotland. I've been there. Royal Musselburgh, played that golf course. Why in this age of custom fitting do we purchase full sets of irons of the same make? Interesting comment. Do you mean get fitted? I guess, I mean, what you could say is like different irons from different brands to make it up. I guess that's why some brands have done combo sets. Some brands have done where you can mix and match. Like, I know Cobra have done that last year, where you could choose like a bladed one. You could choose a bit thicker one, and so forth. Like, you could really change it up. So guys, I'm going to go through a few more of these comments. I'm going to slide down to the bottom here. So Rugger Boy said 3.8 and my dynamic loft. Okay, right. Okay, Rugger Boy said I mentioned this before. So Rugger Boy, we're going to go back to your question about having too much spin. So if you're hitting up 3.8 and your dynamic loft is 17, that dynamic loft is far too high. So that's why you're creating a large spin loft and a lot of spin. So have a look at the loft of your driver in general. Try lofting that down. But also have a think about what your grip is. Are you opening the club face? We need to get that club face a little bit more closed as we come into the golf ball to lower that dynamic loft, and that will help you lower that spin. So I really do hope that helps you. Okay, here from DJ Trust. I practice at my local range with artificial grass, and I feel like I do okay. But when I go to my local course, I'm inconsistent with direction. Any tips? This is driving range syndrome, Grimes. I've been there. Oh, I've been there. So hard, isn't it? Like, practicing, you feel like God, you go out and it all seems to evade you. I've been there. I've done it. So what I would say is, right, what we've got to do is, when we're practicing, if we're hitting 50 balls, let's say, the last 20 balls, we've got to put ourselves under pressure. Try and emulate as best we can what happens on the course. If you're hitting some irons, set 2 targets out. Try and hit it in between them. Driver, set a fairway where you've got an intention towards something. If you miss it, make it a little forfeit. If you're playing with a mate, give them a pound, buy them a coffee, whatever it is. The reason why a lot of golfers can't take their range games to the course is we don't have that factor of pressure. If you don't have that factor of pressure, then it's very, very, very hard to actually improve the golf swing any further. I promise you that. Like, if you're not practicing under pressure, it's really, really hard to do that. Okay, guys, we'll go for one more question. Winford said, hi, Alex. I'm playing much better golf because of your video program. Winford Taylor, so good to hear. Thank you so much for letting me know. Like, It's mega to hear that these videos are really, really helping you improve your game. DJ, trust, thank you. Makes perfect sense now. No problem at all. Hopefully that really helps you dial up your game. Have some pressure on that practice. It is absolutely vital. Like, it's absolutely vital. Once I started practicing under pressure, my game went to a different level. Okay, how do you reset your swing? This is from James Brock. We're going to pick this question out here. And before we get into this question, James, I'm going to tell you how you can get your hands on that driver and fairway wood and hybrid. It's the brand new Paradigm AI Smoke. So to win with a chance of winning, all you've got to do is simply this. Make sure you've subscribed to this channel and turn on the bell. And I can see if you turn on the bell or not. So if you've not turned it on, you won't be entered into the giveaway. Comment down below Callaway in this stream right now and in the comment section if you're not watching this live. Share this video across any social media platform. All winners will be picked by me. Make sure it's a verified platform. And I'll never ask you any card details or anything like that. So don't get scammed, guys. Stay very vigilant on that. So easy. Subscribe, turn the bell, share this across social media, and comment Callaway down below. And that's how you get entered into a chance to win a brand new Callaway Paradigm AI driver, AI Smoke driver, fairway wood, and hybrid. And this is all with Scottsdale. They've given me them to give away to you as a massive thank you for all your support, guys. Honestly, I'm overwhelmed. It's class to have so many of you here on the live stream. Thank you so much. So let's get back to that question from James. How do you reset your swing? Now, James, this is the best way you can reset your swing. Let's go with driver. Hit some shots with your feet together. Boom. And then slowly edge them out a little bit wider, but go 5 feet together. 5-1 club head width apart, 5-2 club widths apart, 5-3 club widths apart. That is the way you improve your swing. I promise you that. You do that, it will reset your swing because you'll constantly be controlling low point much better, swinging arms and body more in sync and not falling all over the place. That is the best advice I could give you. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. I really do appreciate all your support. We will be going live very soon again, and I'll always let you know roughly around a day in advance when we are going live. Good luck on the giveaway. Don't forget to check out all the videos here on the channel. We've got to get your game ready now, right? Think about this time as your time to get your game ready for the season, whether it's drills at home, on this live stream, these little hints and tips. This is all the time where we do our research, do our thinking, and do the little tweaks that just build up and build up and build up. So the start of the season, we're like, boom, we're ready to go. We've got to work together now, getting your game ready for the start of the season. April 2024 is when you've got it in your mind for most people, depending on where you're watching from. And that is where we're going to focus on together. And my aim is to get you prepped and ready for the season with some simple golf tips. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, guys, I really do appreciate you. Thank you.